This video, we're going to cover file protection inside WishList Member. So if you go to WishList Member, Content Protection, and then Files, you'll see this screen. And probably by default, yours will be disabled. So first thing you'll need to do is go ahead and enable it. And once you do, what you'll see, you may not immediately think that there would be anything in here because you just enabled it, but actually what you'll see is a list of all of the media that's been uploaded to your site through the WordPress media uploader. So any media you've uploaded, if you've created a featured image for a post and uploaded that, that'll be in here. If you've uploaded anything directly into this media tab, that'll be in here. So anything uploaded through the WordPress media uploader, you're going to see in here. Now, it's an important distinction. If you just upload something via FTP, there's no guarantees it's going to show up in here. If WordPress can't see it, then WishList Member is not going to be able to see it as well. So again, anything uploaded through the WordPress media uploader will show up in here. And once you sort of understand that, then actually the interface here for interacting with files is pretty similar to the way you do it with posts and pages and so forth. You see a list of the individual items. You can come in and you can select multiple items, and you can select if you want to edit the protection status, add levels, or remove levels. So if we edit the protection status, unprotected, protected, inherited, it's very similar. Add levels. So if you want to add levels to a particular file, so those levels have access to it, you can do that here. And of course, if you want to remove levels, you can do that. You also have a search. So if you want to search for a particular file, you can do that. You can search in individual membership levels that have access to it, or by individual statuses here. There's also a settings block here. Now, the main setting here, the only setting here is this file protection ignore list. So this is file extensions for WishList Member to ignore. You can see by default we have JPEG, PNG, GIF, etc. This is so that it, again, if you upload a featured image, WishList Member is going to ignore that sort of thing. So oftentimes the things that you're going to want to protect are PDFs or Word docs or things like that. So those aren't in this list, but image files, CSS files, JavaScript files, WishList Member sort of ignores all of those. Of course, if you have some reason to edit this, then you can certainly do that and change that as well. Now, if you have an Nginx server, you will see there's instructions to make file protection work on Nginx. So it's a little different with Nginx. You can add the following line to your Nginx site configuration server block to make file protection work. If you know what that means, then by all means, go ahead and do that. Most often, you'll probably just want to copy all of this and create a support ticket with your host and have them do it, and should be able to take care of that for you. So that's that. So that's the settings. But the main thing here, again, sort of with as with posts and pages and custom post types, is being able to edit these things in bulk. So come up here and you'll see that we can edit all of these things in bulk here and be able to edit the protection status and the add levels and remove levels and so forth. So that is the main thing that it allows you to do. One last final caveat is you'll notice that most of these say inherited, and actually that's probably most of the time what you're going to want to do with these anyway. So most of the time, let's say you have a PDF and you are embedding that into a post, or you're creating a link inside of a post or a page for people to be able to download. Let's say it's an ebook and you have a download page. And so you're creating the page and then you upload the ebook through the interface in that page, right, through the post edit screen. Well, what's going to happen is that file is automatically going to inherit the protection settings of the post or page or custom post type that it was uploaded through. So most of these will say inherited like this because they've been uploaded through a post or a page. And so with that being the case, as long as you upload it through a post or page that has and set the protection status and the access status in that post or page, you don't really need to worry about the file inside of it. It's going to inherit however you change those settings, and that's what this inherited status means. The only time you really need to come in here and change this is if you upload something directly through the media uploader. Now, when it's uploaded, it's not attached to any post or page. It's just uploaded directly here in the media library. So then you would need to come in and you would need to say, okay, this file is protected and only these membership levels have access to it. So again, most of the time you can leave this set to inherited. Just make sure you upload through the post edit or page edit screen, and you'll be just fine in terms of how the protection works for these individual files. So that's file protection inside WishList Member.